Hello, my beloved students. How are you today? I hope that all of you are in a good condition. I am Mrs. M. Simanjunta, or you usually call me Ibu MSK. It is very happy for me to join with this class, although we cannot communicate each other directly or we cannot do face-to-face communication. Well, all of my students, it's better if I tell you about the topics that will be learned in this semester. What are the topics? The topics are suggestions and offers. The second one is opinions and thoughts. And then formal invitation, exposition, and the last is about passive voice. Okay, here I will give the explanation about suggestion. I will give the explanation about suggestions, while offers will be learned in the next meeting. I hope that you are enjoyable in learning English with me. Okay, my students, let's see my further explanation about suggestions. Suggestions. What is suggestion? Suggestion comes from the verb suggest. Ya, berasal dari kata kerja suggest, ya. Which means to give a suggestion, that is to introduce or propose an idea or a plan for someone's consideration. Suggest atau kata kerja, ya, ini menyarankan, artinya adalah untuk memberikan sebuah saran, memberikan saran, yaitu untuk memperkenalkan atau mengusulkan sebuah ide atau sebuah rencana tentang pertimbangan seseorang. Ya, suggest itu tadi Ibu katakan adalah sebagai verb atau kata kerja yang artinya menyarankan. While suggestion is the expression or writing about someone should do, yaitu ekspresi tentang apa yang seharusnya dilakukan oleh seseorang. Atau dengan kata lain, suggestion artinya adalah saran. What is the social function of suggestion? Apa fungsi sosialnya? Yaitu di sini kita lihat bahwa the social function of suggestion is to facilitate interpersonal communication between different people. To facilitate means to make easy or easier, mempermudah. Jadi facilitate ini artinya mempermudah, ya, untuk mempermudah komunikasi interpersonal di antara orang-orang yang berbeda. Ya, that is the social function. And then how to express suggestions? Suggestions can be expressed in three ways. Ya, jadi suggestions itu dapat diekspresikan dengan tiga cara. The first one is by asking for suggestion. Asking for, meminta, atau sama dengan request. And the second one by giving suggestion, memberikan saran. And the third one by responding to suggestion, merespon saran. Okay, once again I tell you, expressions of suggestions, ya, can be done by asking for suggestion, meminta saran, giving suggestion, memberikan saran, responding to suggestion, merespon saran. Okay, asking for suggestions, meminta saran. For examples, do you have any advice for me? Do you have any advice for me? Apakah kamu punya saran untuk saya? What do you think I should buy him for his birthday? What do you think I should buy him for his birthday? Di sini kita meminta saran, ya. Bagaimana menurutmu yang seharusnya saya belikan untuknya di hari ulang tahunnya? We ask for someone's suggestion. Kita meminta saran seseorang. And then, should I try to talk with him about this matter again? Should I try to talk with him about this matter again? Haruskah saya berusaha berbicara dengannya lagi mengenai masalah ini? Yeah, we ask for suggestion. Can you give me some advice about something? Dapatkah kamu memberikan beberapa saran tentang sesuatu? Ya, can you give me some advice about something? And then, what do you recommend I take for a bad headache? What do you recommend? Apa yang kamu sarankan? Ya, dalam hal ini kita lihat ada kata advice, kemudian ada kata recommend. Ya, oke, kita lihat dulu apa ya sinonim daripada advice. Advice kalau dia diikuti dengan huruf C, itu artinya sama dengan suggestion, sama dengan recommendation. Ini artinya sama, saran. Oke, once again, advice, suggestion, recommendation itu berfungsi sebagai noun yang artinya adalah saran. Sedangkan kalau advice diganti dengan s, itu sudah berkedudukan sebagai verb. Is similar with suggest and then recommend. Ini tiga-tiganya ini artinya sama, itu menyarankan. Advice, suggest, dan recommend. Itu artinya menyarankan. Okay, my students. How to give suggestions? Bagaimana kita memberikan saran? If someone asks your suggestions, you want to give suggestions by saying you had better blah blah blah. For example, you had better talk with your lawyer. Ya, kamu lebih baik berbicara dengan pengacaramu. Kita memberikan saran di sini, you had better. Ya, you had better go to the doctor. Itu contoh yang lain. Kemudian, I suggest you to blah blah blah. Ya, I suggest you to take a rest. Saya sarankan kamu untuk beristirahat. I suggest you to study seriously. Ya, saya sarankan kamu untuk belajar lebih dengan serius. Ya. I suggest you to blah blah blah. Here it means you can complete it with what you want to suggest. Okay, let's. Ya, ini saran. Let's go to movies. Okay, let's discuss the lesson. And then by saying, why don't you do your homework before going out? Mengapa kamu tidak mengerjakan dulu pekerjaanmu sebelum pergi? Ya, why don't you? Why don't you come to my house? Or why don't you follow the instruction? Ya, it's up to you. What is the suggestion that you want to say or that you want to give? We could eat at home today. We could eat at home today. Kita boleh ya makan di rumah hari ini. Ini adalah ya ekspresi yang bisa digunakan untuk memberikan saran. Ya, ingat, di sini untuk memberikan saran bisa dengan you had better bla bla bla. I suggest you to bla bla bla. Let's, why don't you, we could. Ya. Okay, next. The ways of giving suggestions. By saying how about. Ya, how about. For example here, how about taking a bus instead of driving? Ya, how about taking a bus instead of driving? Bagaimana kalau kita naik bus saja, ya, daripada menyetir sendiri? Kemudian disarankan, what about eating at the new restaurant? Bagaimana ya makan bagaimana kalau makan di restoran yang baru itu? What about? I think you should start looking for a new job. I think you should start looking for a new job. Ini menyarankan. Saya pikir kamu seharusnya ya mulai mencari pekerjaan yang baru. I suggest that we go out for a dinner tonight. Ya. I suggest that we go out for dinner tonight. Saya sarankan kita ya keluar saja untuk makan malam hari ini. Ya, itulah beberapa ekspresi atau ungkapan yang bisa digunakan untuk memberikan saran atau giving suggestions. Dalam hal ini, how about ya, jika diikuti dengan kata kerjanya itu bisa verb 1. How about taking a bus instead of driving? How about cooking? How about going? And other else. Kemudian what about? Ini juga sama dengan how about. Verb plus ing. For example, what about eating? What about discussing? What about talking? Dan banyak lagi. Kemudian penggunaan subject plus suggest plus that. Subject plus suggest plus that diikuti dengan subjek yang baru. Kata kerja yang mengikutinya itu harus berfun. Ini dia contohnya. I suggest that we go. Tidak boleh di sini pakai s atau is. Walaupun di sini kita ganti subjeknya dengan the third person singular. Contohnya I suggest that he. Tetap go. Tidak boleh menjadi he goes. Itulah dari segi strukturnya. Oke, itulah tadi mengenai giving suggestions. Giving suggestions yang baru saja kita lihat tadi. Giving suggestions. Kita lihat tadi yang pertama dengan you had better, kemudian I suggest you to, let's, why don't you, we could, kemudian bisa dengan how about, what about, I think, suggest that. Okay, responding to suggestions. How to respond? Suggestions, of course, can be accepted or can be refused. Saran yang diberikan seseorang itu tidak selamanya harus diterima. Bisa diterima, bisa ditolak. Oke. Lihat di sini responding to suggestions. Itu bisa accepting ataupun refusing. Accepting sama dengan receiving menerima. Refusing sama dengan declining, yang artinya menolak. Jadi ingat bahwa respon terhadap suggestions itu bisa diterima, accepted, bisa juga ditolak, refused, ataupun rejected, ataupun declined. Okay. How if we accept or receive someone's suggestions? Of course, if we receive or accept someone's suggestions, we can say thank you. It is normal, thank you. Kalau kita menerima saran seseorang, tentunya kita bisa menyatakan dengan thank you, terima kasih. Yes, I'd like to. Saya suka. I'm pleased to do that. Saya senang melakukan hal itu. What a good idea. Sebuah ide yang bagus. Why not? Mengapa tidak? It means that we accept the suggestions. Yes, with pleasure. That sounds like a good idea. That's a good, or that's a nice, or that's a wonderful idea. All of these are used as the expressions of accepting or receiving someone's suggestions. Semuanya ini digunakan jika kita menerima saran seseorang. How if we refuse or decline someone's suggestions? Okay, if we refuse or decline someone's suggestions, we can say no, thank you. Tidak, terima kasih. I dislike your suggestion. Ini agak strongly Saya tidak suka saranmu. What an awful or bad idea. Ide yang buruk katanya. I don't think it's a good idea, sorry. Saya pikir itu bukan ide yang bagus, maaf. Let's do something else. Mari kita kerjakan yang lain saja. It means that we refuse or decline someone's suggestion. I am afraid we or I can't. That's very kind. Unfortunately, I'd like, but di sini kan memang sangat bagus, tapi sayangnya but ini berarti menolak, but bla bla bla, menolak atau untuk menolak atau tidak menerima saran seseorang. Okay, now we come to the next part. What are the language features? Language features di sini artinya adalah karakteristik bahasa. Unsur-unsur kebahasaan apa yang digunakan dalam suggestions ini? Yaitu ada menggunakan modals. Tadi ada kita lihat penggunaan modals. Must, have to, might, should, shall, ya, can, dan lain sebagainya. Kemudian using simple present tense. Artinya tense yang umum digunakan di dalam suggestions ini adalah simple present tense yang umum. Kemudian using punctuation or question and exclamation marks, menggunakan tanda baca dengan tanda tanya ataupun dengan tanda seru. Itulah ciri-ciri bahasa atau unsur-unsur bahasa yang digunakan di dalam suggestions tersebut. Okay, my beloved students, now we want to see the expressions of suggestions applied in dialogue. We can see in dialogue 1 between Parmasis and Mrs. Annie. Parmasis, do you know the meaning of Parmasis? Yeah, you are right. Parmasis is the same with druggist, ya, artinya apoteker. Jadi pembicaraan ataupun dialog antara seorang apoteker dengan ya Mrs. Annie. What do they discuss? We see it. May I help you? Ya, Parmasis says, may I help you? And then Mrs. Annie gave the response, yes, please. Could I have something for a cup? I think I'm getting a cold. Could I have something for a cup? Could I have something? Here, Mrs. Annie asks for, ya, Parmasis' suggestion. Could I have something for a cup? I think I'm getting a cold. Kemudian, the Parmasis suggests, well, I'd suggest a box of these cup drops. Ya, saya sarankan ya sebotol atau sekotak, ya, ini dikatakan sekotak karena dia dibungkus dengan kotak, ya, sekotak obat batuk ini katanya. Inilah saran daripada si Parmasis kepada Mrs. Annie. I'd suggest, langsung digunakan di sini kata suggest, ya. Saya menyarankan. I'd suggest a box of these cup drops. Kemudian, how about Mrs. Annie respond. Yeah, we can see here Mrs. Annie says, thank you. It means that Mrs. Annie receive or accept Parmasis' suggestion. And then Mrs. Annie asks again, what do you suggest for dry skin? What do you suggest for dry skin? Here Mrs. Annie asks for Parmasis' suggestion. Di sini Mrs. Annie juga meminta saran daripada si farmasi ataupun apoteker tersebut. What do you suggest for dry skin? And then the pharmacist give his suggestion. Try some of this new lotion. It is very good. Ya, coba aja ini lotion baru, ya, sangat bagus. Really? Ya, Mrs. Annie give the answer. Really? I'll take it. Thank you very much. It means that Mrs. Annie also here receive or accept pharmacist's suggestion. Okay, next we see the second dialogue. Okay, the dialogue between Mira and Dina. Mira says, I'm terrible at English and I think I should do something about it. What do you suggest me to do? Ya, si Mira merasa bahwa dia ya kurang bagus dalam bahasa Inggrisnya dan dia meminta saran kepada Dina. What do you suggest me to do? Apa yang seharusnya, ya, apa yang kamu sarankan untuk saya lakukan? Katanya tanya si Mira kepada si Dina. Kemudian si Dina give her suggestion. I think you should try this website. Ini dia kalimatnya, memberikan saran. I think you should try this website. It's a fantastic website for beginners. Ya, inilah saran daripada si Dina. Ya, Dina memberikan saran. Saya pikir kamu seharusnya ya mencoba mencoba website ini katanya. Ini sarannya. Kemudian apa jawaban daripada si Mira kembali? I've heard about it, but what do you think I should start with? Kembali di sini kita lihat bahwa Mira asking for suggestion, meminta saran dia kembali di sini. What do you think I should start with? What do you think I should start with? Ya. Nah, kemudian apa jawab daripada siapa? Si Dina. Tadi, what do you think I should start with? Ya, apa yang seharusnya dari mana seharusnya saya mulai? Kemudian apa jawaban daripada si Dina? Ya, you'd better start with the lessons. Ya, you'd better. Ya, kamu lebih baik mulai dengan mempelajari dengan pelajaran-pelajarannya dulu, and then try the exercises, dan kemudian baru mencoba latihan-latihannya itu. Nah, itulah dari dua dialog ini. Di sini kita lihat ya, adanya penggunaan suggestions langsung ke dalam dialog. Okay, my beloved students, I think my explanation is until here. Thank you for watching me, and see you in the next meeting.